Expert predictions, forecasting the implications of the Fujian aircraft carrier battlegroup's deployment on global shipping routes by 2029, a potential 15% increase in maritime trade disruptions. Executive Summary. The deployment of the Fujian aircraft carrier battlegroups by the People's Liberation Army Navy plan is poised to significantly influence global shipping routes, potentially resulting in a 15% increase in maritime trade disruptions by 2029. This projection is based on recent advancements in China's naval capabilities and its strategic posturing in critical maritime areas. 1. Overview of recent developments. 1.1 Advancements in carrier operations. China's naval capabilities have made notable strides, particularly with the operational readiness of its aircraft carriers. The simultaneous deployment of the Liaoning and Shandong carriers alongside the ongoing testing of the Fujian carrier marks a pivotal moment in China's naval evolution. The Fujian, which began sea trials in May 2024, is equipped for CATOBAR catapult-assisted takeoff and arrested recovery operations, allowing it to deploy a wider variety of aircraft with greater payloads than its predecessors. 1.2 Shift in military strategy. The plan's development of aircraft carriers reflects a strategic shift toward blue water operations, indicating a desire to extend its influence beyond regional waters. The assembly of multiple carriers at sea serves as a display of military capability and ambition, suggesting that China aims to assert control over vital maritime trade routes, particularly in disputed areas like the South China Sea. 2. Implications for global trade. 2.1 Predicted trade disruption. The anticipated 15% increase in maritime trade disruptions is attributed to enhanced military operations in key shipping lanes. The greater operational range and capabilities of the Fujian and its accompanying battlegroups could lead to increased military presence and potential conflict in contested waters. Disrupting global trade patterns. 3. Analysis of common themes. Various analyses converge on several key themes regarding the implications of the Fujian's deployment. Technological advancements. The transition to CATOBAR systems represents a significant leap in operational capability for the plan, enabling more complex air operations. Strategic ambitions. China's intent to project power far beyond its shores has implications for international maritime security as it seeks to establish dominance over critical shipping lanes. Operational challenges. Despite advancements, the plan faces challenges in mastering CATOBAR operations akin to those experienced by the U.S. Navy. 4. Diverging perspectives. While many sources agree on the strategic implications of the Fujian's capabilities, there are variations in focus. Operational effectiveness. Some analyses delve deeper into the technical specifications and potential aircraft carried by the Fujian, while others emphasize broader strategic goals without detailed technical discussions. Access and availability. Certain sources were inaccessible, potentially limiting a comprehensive understanding of the implications of the Fujian's deployment. 5. Timeline of key events. May 2024, the Fujian carrier embarks on its first sea trials, marking a significant milestone in China's naval capabilities. October 2024, the plan conducts joint exercises with its operational carriers, demonstrating developing multi-carrier operational capabilities. September 2024, all three carriers Liaoning, Shandong and Fujian are reported to be at sea engaged in trials and exercises. 6. Conclusion. The deployment of the Fujian aircraft carrier battlegroups is set to reshape maritime dynamics by 2029, with significant implications for global shipping and trade. As China continues to bolster its naval capabilities and expand its presence in international waters, the potential for increased maritime trade disruptions warrants careful scrutiny and analysis from global stakeholders. The evolving situation underscores the need for enhanced maritime security measures and diplomatic efforts to mitigate risks associated with China's expanding naval influence. Sources reviewed. 1. Military Balance blog, analyzing China's aircraft carrier capabilities and regional implications. 2. USNI proceedings, discussing China's maritime ambitions and strategic goals. 3. Various online discussions, summarizing hypotheses and public opinion regarding the Fujian carrier. This report underscores the importance of monitoring China's naval advancements and their potential impact on global maritime trade, emphasizing the strategic significance of the Fujian aircraft carrier battlegroups. The deployment of the Fujian aircraft carrier battlegroups by the People's Liberation Army Navy plan is expected to have profound implications for global shipping routes, with predictions indicating a potential 15% increase in maritime trade disruptions by 2029. This projection is based on multiple factors, including China's growing naval capabilities, strategic ambitions, and the evolving geopolitical landscape. Key developments and implications. 1. Advancements in carrier operations. The Fujian represents a significant leap in China's aircraft carrier capabilities. It is designed for CATOBAR catapult-assisted takeoff and arrested recovery operations, allowing it to launch a greater variety of aircraft compared to its predecessors, the Liaoning and Shandong. This capability not only enhances the operational flexibility of the plan but also extends its reach into contested waters, potentially disrupting established shipping routes that are critical for international trade. 2. Strategic military posturing. The simultaneous deployment of multiple carriers signifies a shift in China's military strategy towards a more assertive posture in global maritime affairs. The plan's ability to operate multiple carriers at sea is not just a demonstration of military prowess, it reflects China's intent to influence vital shipping lanes, particularly in the South China Sea, which is a major thoroughfare for global commerce. Analysts warn that this increased military presence could lead to heightened tensions and conflicts, ultimately affecting trade flows and maritime security. 3. Projected trade disruptions. The anticipated 15% increase in maritime trade disruptions can be attributed to several factors. Increased military presence in strategic waterways may result in more frequent confrontations at sea. The potential for conflict over territorial disputes in the South China Sea and surrounding areas could lead to temporary closures of shipping lanes or increased insurance costs for shipping companies, thereby affecting global trade. An escalation in naval exercises and confrontations could lead to unintended incidents that disrupt normal shipping operations. Common themes across sources. Technological innovations. All analyses underline the technological leap represented by the Fujian, particularly its advanced capabilities that resemble those of U.S. carriers. The emphasis on CATOBAR operations indicates a move towards more sophisticated naval warfare strategies. Strategic intent. There is a consensus that China's military developments reflect a broader ambition to expand its influence beyond regional waters and into global maritime domains, which could fundamentally alter international trade dynamics. Operational challenges. Despite advancements, sources acknowledge that operationalizing these capabilities will not be without difficulties. The complexities of CATOBAR operations, along with the need for extensive training and experience, suggest that there will be a learning curve for the plan. Differences in perspectives. Focus on operational effectiveness. Some sources provide a detailed examination of the Fujian's technical specifications and potential operational effectiveness, while others focus more on the strategic implications of its deployment. This divergence highlights the multifaceted nature of naval power and its implications for global shipping. Access to information. Limitations in access to certain sources have resulted in a narrower understanding of the full spectrum of perspectives regarding the Fujian's implications. A broader range of analyses could provide deeper insights into the strategic calculations at play. Timeline of events. May 2024. The Fujian begins its first sea trials, marking a crucial step in its operational readiness. October 2024, the plan conducts joint exercises with its operational carriers, showcasing improved multi-carrier coordination. September 2024, reports indicate that all three carriers have been at sea engaging in various drills and tests. Conclusion. The deployment of the Fujian aircraft carrier battle groups is likely to reshape maritime dynamics significantly. As China enhances its naval capabilities and asserts its presence on the global stage, the implications for maritime security and trade logistics are critical. The forecast of a 15% increase in maritime trade disruptions by 2029 underscores the urgency for stakeholders in global shipping and trade to adapt to these evolving challenges. Counterintuitive information. 1. Perceived strength versus actual capability. While the buildup of carrier capabilities may signal increased military strength, the actual operational effectiveness of the plan in multi-carrier operations remains uncertain. The U.S. Navy's decades of experience may afford it an advantage that China has yet to fully replicate, suggesting that perceived military power may not directly translate to effective operational capability. 2. Increased military presence leading to stability. It may seem counterintuitive that an increased military presence in contested waters could lead to greater stability. However, analysts suggest that clear military posturing by China could deter adversaries from aggressive actions, thereby paradoxically reducing the likelihood of conflict. This dynamic complicates the narrative surrounding military expansion and its implications for trade and security. 3. Trade disruptions as a catalyst for resilience. The anticipated 15% increase in maritime trade disruptions could inadvertently lead to more resilient global shipping practices. Companies may adapt by diversifying supply chains, increasing the use of alternative routes, or investing in technologies to mitigate disruptions. Thus, while the disruptions are a cause for concern, they may also drive innovation and adaptability in global trade practices. The report detailing the implications of the Fujian aircraft carrier battle group's deployment on global shipping routes by 2029 highlights several critical aspects that are likely to be overlooked by many readers. Here are key points that deserve special attention, along with their significance. 1. Incremental development and technological advancements. One significant aspect of the report is the emphasis on the incremental development of the People's Liberation Army Navy plan and its technological advancements, particularly regarding the Fujian carrier's capabilities. While many discussions focus on the immediate implications of the carrier's deployment, the long-term trajectory of these advancements is often underestimated. Significance. Understanding the incremental nature of military development provides insight into how China is strategically positioning itself not just militarily but also economically. The evolution from ramp-assisted takeoff systems to CATOBAR operations represents a shift that potentially allows China to project power more effectively across vast oceanic expanses. This technological leap could redefine naval warfare dynamics and increase China's ability to influence maritime trade routes, significantly affecting global commerce. 2. Military strategy and global maritime presence. The report points out that the simultaneous deployment of multiple carriers is not merely a display of military strength, it signals a strategic intent to project power beyond regional waters. Readers might overlook the broader implications of this strategy, particularly how it relates to global maritime security and trade patterns. Significance. The plan's increased operational reach indicates an intention to assert control over vital maritime routes, particularly in contested regions such as the South China Sea. This could lead to more aggressive tactics that disrupt established trade routes, affecting global supply chains. The potential for conflict in these waters could escalate, leading to significant geopolitical ramifications, including shifts in alliances and trade agreements. 3. Potential trade disruptions and economic impact. The forecast of a 15% increase in maritime trade disruptions is a critical finding that may not receive the attention it deserves. Many readers might focus on military capabilities rather than the economic implications of these disruptions. Significance. A 15% increase in disruptions could have far-reaching effects on global trade, potentially resulting in increased shipping costs, delays, and uncertainty in supply chains. This would not only affect businesses reliant on maritime trade but could also lead to inflationary pressures on consumer goods worldwide. Understanding this economic impact is essential for policymakers and businesses alike, as they may need to adapt to a new trading environment marked by heightened risks. 4. Operational challenges and learning curve. The report notes the operational challenges the plan faces, particularly in mastering CATOBAR operations. While many may view China's rapid advancements as a sign of inevitability, the complexities involved in operating a modern aircraft carrier effectively should not be underestimated. Significance: the learning curve associated with new technologies can lead to a period of operational inefficiency. If the plan encounters significant challenges in fully operationalizing the Fujian, it could delay its strategic objectives, providing a temporary window for other global powers to adapt and respond. This aspect is crucial for military analysts and strategists who monitor China's naval capabilities and its implications for regional stability. 5. Geopolitical ramifications beyond immediate regions. While the report emphasizes potential disruptions in the South China Sea, there is a tendency to overlook the broader geopolitical ramifications of the Fujian's deployment on global shipping routes. The implications may stretch far beyond Asia. Significance: as China expands its naval operations, it could influence maritime security in other regions such as the Indian Ocean, the Mediterranean, and even the Arctic. This expansion could lead to increased tensions with other maritime powers, necessitating a re-evaluation of international maritime laws and norms. The potential for a multi-regional naval presence could reshape the global power dynamics, prompting responses from nations like the United States, India, and European allies. 6. China's long-term strategic vision. The report hints at a broader strategic vision underpinning China's naval developments, including the potential for nuclear-powered carriers in the future. This long-term perspective might be overlooked in favor of immediate operational capabilities. Significance: the ambition to develop nuclear propulsion capabilities indicates a desire for sustained long-range operations, which would fundamentally alter the balance of naval power. If China successfully develops a fleet of nuclear-powered carriers, it would enhance its deterrence capabilities and global reach significantly. This vision aligns with China's broader goals of establishing itself as a dominant global maritime power, which could challenge existing hegemonies and lead to increased global tensions. 7. Increased military exercises and strategic partnerships. The report mentions the plan's recent joint exercises and the importance of these activities for developing operational capabilities. However, the strategic partnerships that might emerge from such exercises are often overlooked. Significance: the plan's exercises not only enhance its capabilities but also foster relationships with other nations, potentially leading to new alliances or cooperative security arrangements. This could shift regional power balances and lead to new geopolitical alignments, further complicating international relations. The potential for increased collaboration with other maritime nations could also result in a more coordinated response to perceived threats. Impacting global naval strategy. Conclusion: the deployment of the Fujian aircraft carrier battle group is poised to have profound implications for global shipping routes and maritime security by 2029. However, the nuances surrounding technological advancements, economic impacts, operational challenges, and geopolitical ramifications are critical areas that require careful consideration. By recognizing these often overlooked aspects, analysts, policymakers, and business leaders can better prepare for the shifts in global trade and security that may arise from China's evolving naval capabilities. 1. Technological advancements in carrier operations. The development of the Fujian aircraft carrier marks a significant leap in China's naval capabilities, particularly through its CATOBAR catapult-assisted takeoff but arrested recovery system. This technology allows for the launch of a greater variety of aircraft with heavier payloads compared to previous designs. The implications of this advancement extend beyond mere military capability. It positions China to potentially rival established naval powers like the United States in terms of operational flexibility and force projection. Analyzing how these technological enhancements will influence naval engagements and the balance of power in maritime regions is essential. 2. Strategic ambitions and global maritime presence. The incremental development of the People's Liberation Army Navy plan reflects a clear strategic intent to project power beyond China's immediate coastal waters. The simultaneous deployment of multiple aircraft carriers not only showcases military capability but also serves as a message of China's ambitions to secure vital maritime trade routes. This shift in strategy could lead to increased tensions in contested areas, particularly in the South China Sea where maritime disputes are prevalent. Discussing the geopolitical ramifications of these ambitions can shed light on potential conflicts and the responses from other global powers. 3. Forecasted trade disruptions. The projected 15% increase in maritime trade disruptions by 2029 due to the deployment of the Fujian carrier battlegroups is a critical point of discussion. The enhanced operational range and military presence could lead to increased risks for commercial shipping, especially in strategically important waterways. Analyzing the potential economic impact of these disruptions on global trade supply chains and energy security is vital. Moreover, understanding the mechanisms through which these disruptions may occur, such as military confrontations or heightened piracy, can inform risk assessments for international shipping companies and governments. For operational challenges and lessons from history, while the advancements in the plan's carrier capabilities are notable, significant operational challenges remain. The complexities associated with mastering CATOBAR operations similar to those historically faced by the U.S. Navy could hinder the effectiveness of the Fujian in its early years of operation. Drawing parallels with past naval developments, particularly in how the U.S. navigated its own learning curve with new technologies, could provide insights into the potential hurdles China may face. This analysis can highlight the importance of training, operational experience, and logistical support in realizing the full potential of the Fujian and its battle groups. These points serve as a foundation for a deeper analysis of the implications surrounding the deployment of the Fujian aircraft carrier battlegroups, encompassing technological, strategic, economic, and operational perspectives. 1. The Battle of the Atlantic 1939–1945. This was a prolonged naval conflict during World War II between the Allies and the Axis powers. Primarily the German U-boat fleet against Allied merchant shipping. The strategic importance of the Atlantic shipping routes was paramount for both sides, as they were essential for the supply of troops and resources. The introduction of advanced naval tactics and technologies such as convoy systems and depth charges significantly altered the nature of maritime warfare and caused substantial disruptions to trade routes, leading to a marked increase in maritime trade disruptions during the war. 2. The Suez Crisis 1956. The nationalization of the Suez Canal by Egyptian President Gamal Abdel Nasser led to a military intervention by Israel, followed by the United Kingdom and France. This conflict resulted in a significant blockade and disruption of one of the world's most crucial maritime trade routes, affecting global shipping and oil supplies. The crisis highlighted the geopolitical significance of maritime routes and the potential for military power to influence international trade, causing a lasting impact on shipping dynamics in the region. 3. The Cuban Missile Crisis 1962. This 13-day confrontation between the United States and the Soviet Union was sparked by the discovery of Soviet ballistic missiles in Cuba. The U.S. implemented a naval blockade of the island, leading to heightened tensions and disruptions in shipping routes around the Caribbean. This event underscored the vulnerability of maritime trade to international crises, as the blockade affected not only military shipping but also commercial vessels, disrupting trade and raising concerns about maritime security on a global scale. The deployment of the Fujian aircraft carrier battlegroups by the People's Liberation Army Navy plan is expected to have profound implications for global shipping routes, potentially resulting in a 15% increase in maritime trade disruptions by 2029. This forecast stems from the strategic enhancements in China's naval capabilities and its aspirations to exert a more formidable influence over international waters. Key predictive factors. 1. Enhanced carrier operations. The Fujian carrier is designed for advanced CATOBAR catapult-assisted takeoff and arrested recovery operations, enabling it to deploy a wider variety of aircraft with greater payload capacities than earlier Chinese carriers. This capability marks a significant leap in China's naval warfare potential, allowing it to project power further from its shores. 2. Strategic maritime ambitions. As China continues to develop its carrier strike groups, it is likely to assert dominance in critical maritime regions, particularly in the South China Sea. This assertiveness could lead to increased tensions and potential confrontations with other nations, notably those with competing territorial claims such as the United States, Japan, and Southeast Asian countries. The result may be a more militarized and unpredictable maritime environment, leading to disruptions in shipping routes. 3. Impact on global trade. The forecasted 15% increase in maritime trade disruptions can be linked to potential conflicts or heightened military activities in key shipping lanes. As the plan expands its operational reach, commercial shipping may face increased risks such as rerouted vessels, increased insurance costs, and potential confrontations with naval forces. Common themes in future outlook. Technological advancements. The technological progress represented by the Fujian serves as a pivotal theme. The ability to operate more sophisticated aircraft and conduct complex naval operations enhances China's capability to secure its maritime interests while potentially disrupting established trade routes. Geopolitical tensions. The evolution of China's naval power is expected to exacerbate geopolitical tensions in various regions. As China solidifies its presence in contested areas, rival nations may feel compelled to respond, potentially leading to military confrontations that disrupt maritime commerce. Operational challenges. While the advancements are significant, operational challenges remain for the plan. Mastering CATOBAR operations and ensuring the reliability of new technologies will be critical. Delays or failures in operational readiness could impact the timeline for China's maritime ambitions and the resultant impact on global shipping. Timeline of events leading up to 2029. May 2024, the Fujian aircraft carrier begins sea trials, marking a critical phase in its development. October 2024, joint exercises involving the Liaoning, Shandong, and Fujian carriers demonstrate China's growing multi-carrier operational capabilities. 2025 to 2026, continued development and testing of the Fujian and its air wing, leading to full operational capability expected by 2027. 2027 to 2029, increased deployments of carrier strike groups in the Indo-Pacific with heightened military presence in the South China Sea, influencing global shipping routes and trade dynamics. Conclusion. By 2029, the deployment of the Fujian aircraft carrier battle groups is expected to significantly alter the landscape of maritime trade. The combination of enhanced naval capabilities, strategic ambitions, and the potential for increased geopolitical tensions suggests that global shipping will face a more challenging environment. Stakeholders in maritime trade, including shipping companies and international regulators, will need to adapt to these changes, which may include developing contingency plans for rerouting, increased security measures, and potential shifts in trade patterns. Close monitoring of China's naval developments and regional military dynamics will be essential for anticipating and mitigating the impacts of these changes on global shipping routes.